Now, more Game Night with Josh Hennig on 97.3 ESPN and on the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app, powered by First Bank of Sea Isle City.
We'll check back on text board in just a bit at 609-403-0973. You want to keep that number handy because you're going to need that number if you want to win tickets to go see my guest, Justin Figueroa, the undefeated fighter from Atlantic City. Just in time, Figueroa is joining us as he gets ready for his fight. The return of boxing, the Tropicana Atlantic City showroom. He fought back in May, and he's back in the ring this Friday night for the boxing event of the summer on a jam-packed card. And he joins us right now here on 97.3 ESPN. Justin, welcome back. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Josh? Thank you for having me on to promote the fight.
I appreciate you jumping on. So the last time you and I talked was about a little over a month ago on the radio, and you were kind of getting into what you were doing from when you won in May to then restarting, going full force with training. So now tell the audience what the last several weeks have been like for you as you've been ramping up for this fight.
It's just been a lot of dieting, making sure my weight is good, a lot of hard work. But then as time got closer to the fight, we started to powder the workouts so we could be more recovered and at 100% to perform on fight night. But me and my team, we did a lot of traveling for sparring, so we got a lot of work from different guys, different sizes, and different styles. So we're ready for anything on fight night, and we're ready to perform.
You mentioned about being ready for anything on fight night. We've heard fighters say that before, but tell the audience, Justin, what that means to you about being ready for whatever is presented to you.
Yeah, so for the past couple fights, I've been having a tough time getting opponents. This fight alone, I had about 3 or 4 different opponents pull out. So I've been having my opponents come in the last week of the camp. So it's like I said, whichever opponent it is, whatever style he's bringing, whether I have tape on him or not, or know about him or not, I'm training and I'm ready for a fight. So July 26th, it's fight night, and I'm ready for a fight.
I know people say stuff like, I've heard fighters say, I got to focus on me. I can't worry about the other guy. But I feel like for you, that's even more important than what you're talking about, because if you are not on top of your game, if you're not on top of what you can do and working out, making yourself better, then you really are prepared for those situations, right? You are saying, look, if I'm at my best, if I put my best foot forward, then nobody can stop me, right?
Right. You always hear this saying. It's kind of cliche, but I swear it's true. It's you versus you, or you can say it's me versus me. Your only competition is yourself. So as long as you put in the work and you put 100% in and you try your best, that all you can hope for is the best because you put in all your efforts.
Justin Figueroa, undefeated fighter from Atlantic City, back in the ring this Friday night for the boxing event of the summer. Tropicana Atlantic City showroom Friday, July 26th. If you guys want to win a couple tickets to go see Justin fight this Saturday, we have only a handful of pairs left for to give away. Text in right now at 609-403-0973 and say boxing in the text with your name. Justin, when you think about getting back in the ring, you and I have talked about multiple times about the energy that you feel from the crowd. There really is nothing like a crowd that is behind a fighter in a big fight, right?
Yes.
When you think about what that means to you, like if you were to close your eyes and just describe it to the audience, like what is that feeling as someone who put in weeks and weeks and weeks of training, and then you walk out and you get that burst of energy from the crowd as you enter the ring?
You said it right there. It's that burst of energy. You're kind of sitting in the back rooms or the locker rooms or backstage, and you're kind of going on this roller coaster of emotions, ups and downs. Oh, I put in the work, but wait, what if this guy hits me with a big punch? What if I get knocked out? What if I lose? What if I get embarrassed by everyone? But it's okay. I put in all the work. So it's a big emotional roller coaster backstage. But when I step out into the arena on my way to the ring and I see all my people out there and I hear all my people, there's a big adrenaline rush that goes in, and I'm ready to go, and I go right into my flow state, and I'm ready to rock. As soon as I see all those people in the stands that's ready to see a show, I'm ready to put on a show.
You mentioned your people, and I got to point that out because it's not what some people might think when they hear someone say something like that. You know what I mean? In this
Yeah.
controversial environment we live in, because when I had Larry Goldberg on last week, he mentioned how you are a byproduct of so many things: Holy Spirit High School, Atlantic City's community, the Beach Patrol. You are a reflection of so many aspects of this area of South Jersey. And for you, knowing how all of those have impacted you in your life, how does that carry you into boxing?
Yeah, all those communities and different times of my life help form me to the man I am today, and help me become the fighter I am today. But yeah, Atlantic City, throwing a boxing event in Atlantic City, we're just bringing people from all over. It's not just Atlantic City people coming to an Atlantic City event. It's like you said, Holy Spirit alumni, Atlantic City Beach Patrol alumni, everyone else that you included. People from Galloway, people from Belmar, people from everywhere around the community and the county, and it's a good time to be in Atlantic City.
Justin Figueroa looks to stay undefeated this Friday night at Tropicana Atlantic City showroom for the boxing event of the summer. Just a couple more before I let you go. Speaking of South Jersey, there's another South Jersey high school graduate on the card this Friday, that being Bruce Selden Jr. It's not every day we get to say that we have multiple South Jersey fighters competing on the same night in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
How cool is that for you to look around and be like, hey, I'm not the only local guy out here tonight?
Oh man, it's awesome. I know that I'm gonna come out, and I have people are coming out to see me, and I'm gonna put on a good show. But I know Bruce is gonna come out and put a good show on. I know he has his people come out, and hey, my people are his people, and hopefully his fans like me also, and we can all be one happy big family here in Atlantic City. But I know I'm going to put on a good performance and showcase my skills and all the work that I put in. And I know that Bruce Selden Jr. is going to come in and light the building up and dominate also.
You led me into my final question for you, and that is, and I'm not asking for a game plan or anything like that. I'm not one of those schmucks out there. But my question is, you mentioned about putting on your skills and what you do best. What is something for you that is different heading into this fight than the fight in May?
Right. A little more patient. Be a little more patient, which, I mean, I'm going to fight more for me. I think the last fight I kind of fought a little bit for the crowd and kind of rushed my work in the beginning of the fight, and I ran into a punch. And it was a good learning lesson. So I think I'm going to fight a little bit for me. And I hope the fans can enjoy the boxing, but I'm sure I'll end it in spectacular fashion.
That needs to be a T-shirt, right? Who are you fighting for? I'm fighting for me. That's a life mantra, right? Like that's something someone could put up on a poster somewhere, man.
For sure. I always think, like, even when I'm training, let's say on the boardwalk, I took my friend training on the boardwalk one time, and I was telling him to shuffle and float like Muhammad Ali on the boardwalk. And he was having a tough time because he cared what people thought about him and how he looked. Right. And I told him, yo, man, just be in your own world. Forget about everyone else in this world. Be in your own world. Be internal. Forget the external. And do what you need to do and know what you need to do. And that's, I feel like I've done best so far in my career. But definitely in this camp, I just kind of put myself in my own world. And now I'll co-create my reality on July 26th.
Absolutely. July 26th inside the showroom at Tropicana Atlantic City. That's where Justin Figueroa will look to become 10-0 as a professional fighter in the ring. Justin, I appreciate you joining me. I know you were really busy this week, so I appreciate you slivering out some time to jump on the phone with me.
Thank you. I really wanted to get in the studio with you. Pardon me about that. I lost time cutting weight in the gym, but I'm on weight and everything is good. So I'll see you July 26th.
We'll see you July 26th. And don't worry, we'll get you back in the studio after you actually win on Friday, okay? Because we know you. We know what the plan is. The plan is you're going to go out. You're going to be 10-0. You're going to put your fist up. You're going to have a good night. Then you're going to get back to work. That's who you are. I know that.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle, man.
Absolutely. Justin, take care of yourself, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you, Josh. You have a blessed one.